Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Today I am going to deliver lecture on the history and development of legal English. What is the importance of legal English in the field of law? The person you communicate with decides the language you use, and how you use that language affects the image or perception others have of you. Here we are talking about how to use or write about law. What expressions, oppositions express most accurately your message, the significance and precisions is essence of your communication. It is important to emphasize that while we may use Pakistani law as an initial starting point or background for learning legal terminology, the command of legal English is not limited to Pakistani law concepts, nor is our communication necessarily only with native speakers. For example, a French lawyer dealing with a Japanese client will probably communicate in English. They could be conversing at an international conference, talking on the telephone, exchanging letters, or sending emails. They may be discussing civil litigation in a French court regarding product liability damages, or it might be a future acquisition of a Japanese subsidiary with arbitration as the stipulated dispute resolution settlement procedure. There might be contract drafting provision to negotiate administratively regulatory issue to consider pre-trial discovery motions to prepare for or precedent cases which will have to be distinguished. Understanding these concepts and how they are described in correct English will better enable lawyers to make comparison to their own system as well as to that of the party to whom they are in contact with, a client, a judge, or a governmental administration or opposing counsels. Communicating with accuracy and precision is essential. Simply, the role of legal English or the importance of legal English is vital in the field of law. We have to learn the word with their meaning, with their concept, and with their legal background for a good communication, for a good plaint, or for a good delivering arguments or discussing in the field of law. We cannot use the simple language in the field of law because law has its own language that is in the past Greek, Latin, or other languages. But in the present time, English as an international language or the way of communication in international modem, so we have a great variety of words that we use in the field of law. We cannot use the ordinary words that have no particular meaning, but we have a particular words with their particular sense and expressions. We use legal maxims in journal English, the proverbs. We use phrases in journal English, but in the legal English they have the conceptual meaning. So if we want to deliver, discuss, or debate in the field of law, we have to get good knowledge of legal words with their meaning. And with the day by day practice, we are able to learn the legal English. And by improving this vocabulary or by the reading legal books, we can find a variety of legal words with their perspectives and meaning. There are so many words which we use in our common English, but they have a particular meaning and word and expressionally meanings with their context that we use in a legal English. So it is not an easy task to learn these things at once. It's a day by day practice, and after several days practice we are able to understand and communicate the legal words with their legal meanings. For writing a legal application, a legal notice, a plaint, or an affidavit, we have particular word or particular format for these letters or the affidavits. So we do not use as a journal English, we use a legal English, because there are so many types of English in which a journal English, or you can say the standard English or the court language, or in other words you can say the colloquial English. उर्दू में अगर मैं इस बात का आपको वजाहत करूं तो सिंपल सी बात यह है कि लीगल वर्ड्स जो हैं, फ्रेजेस, टर्म्स, मैगजीम्स, एक्सप्रेशंस और उनकी मीनिंग, वो जो है उसका बैकग्राउंड लीगल है और उसका यूजेज भी लीगल है। सिमिलरली इंग्लिश में अगर कोई वर्ड हम पढ़ते हैं तो वो वर्ड पर्टिकुलर सेंस और मीनिंग में यूज़ होता है, बट वी कैन नॉट use these word as a substitute of English language or as a substitute of legal language. The only way to learn, read and recall our memory by practicing, by reading these words day by day. So it's depend on us how we can improve our legal English, how can we increase our vocabulary through legal books or legal dictionaries. So it's depend on us that what we have decide or what we have to acquire the way to learn these words. So legal language and a journal language, actually these are two terms, they both have the background. In judicial material or the case laws we use the legal language. In legislative materials, we use legal language. In legal concepts, we use legal language. In legal maxims, we use legal language. Or in the communication or the composition of legal drafts or the legal work, we use legal words. So it's very interesting to learn and become capable or even skillful in the art of the legal English. Journal attributes of legal English includes maxims, use of legal phrases, providing for all possible contingencies that we use in the legal English. In the first class, I am going to describe a minute difference between the legal English or the common English. Legal English is used by lawyers, judges, attorneys, barristers, lawmakers, or the all professionals that they belong from the profession of law. While the common English is used by the common people or by the common professionals, just like a teachers, just like readers, just like a writers. The use and meaning of words is different in legal English. The words are taken in their general and common sense. There is a less use of punctuation in legal English. The punctuation is used enormously in a general English. Only law professionals or students understand the legal language, and those persons who are engaged with the legal activities can easily understand the legal English. While the general English can be understood by a common people or the everyone. Maxims of foreign language, just like Greeks, Latins, or the old languages are used for better understanding and interpretation of the law or the expression of law, while phrases, idiomatic sentences, proverbs are used in a language for journal use for the particular meaning. So this is the difference between journal English and the legal English. In other, there are so many words we use for the legal English having their meaning. With the background of these words we can use for the communication in legal drafting and legal language. The simple sentence used to introduce ourselves illustrate this point appropriately. I am a lawyer and I work for a firm. Lawyer, work and firm are very general terms and are open to so many different interpretations. Are you a barrister, solicitor, prosecutor, public defender, corporate in-house, counsel, attorney at law, or jurist? All these words are particularly having a great background of the law profession, while a lawyer is a limited word and every common people can easily understand who is the lawyer and what is the meaning of lawyer. But if we use a word of barrister, solicitor, prosecutor, public defender, corporate, in-house, counsels, attorney at law, judge, or the jurist, so it can only be understood by the people who are working in the field of professional of law. Do you litigate, plead, mediate, practice, advocate, or do you advise, counsel, transact, draft legal documents, or conveys deeds? If you research the word firm in a dictionary, you will find listed in the definition company, corporation, partnership, enterprises, undertaking, and business entity. As you can see, our simple sentence of introduction did not communicate clearly, but added to the confusion. Language between two non-native speakers is difficult enough. Without the additional stress of the subtle distinctions of specialized profession, culture, and legal system, understanding terms, tone, usage combined with expressions, terminology will enable you to choose the appropriate language, thereby affecting the image you project. To put new importance on an old expression, it is not enough to look the part. You have to sound the part as well. लीगल लैंग्वेज जिसे हम आम तौर पर कानूनी ज़बान कहते हैं और प्रीवियसली इसे द लैंग्वेज ऑफ द कोर्ट कहा जाता था. व्हेन वी go to read about the language and their past and the present and the future, we will find the different language. In a poetic language, we found the elements of poetry. There are so many words. We can say this is the diction. Diction means the choice of word. If we going to read a drama, novel, classical poetry, romantic poetry, prose, so we have a different concept of the words as a general English. While we are going to deliver a lecture in the field of law, we have the background or we have the knowledge, sound knowledge of the words having the vocabulary of law. So it's depend on us how we acquire the knowledge and what the ways what we use for improving our language of English as a legal English. So we are going to choose a profession, either a lawyer or a judge. So we have to get the knowledge of these words day by day to enhance our vocabulary for the field of law. So this is an introductory lecture as a legal language or the language of law.